guys, and welcome back to today's video. As you can see from the title, it is a chatty catch-up video. It's been a while since I put a video out, so I thought I'd do a bit of a chatty one, a bit of a catch-up. That way then you guys can know what we've been up to, and then hopefully I can get back onto making normal videos. I have got another one, sorry my camera's a bit wonky. I have got another one that needs sorting, but I'm still wonky. I have to play with that in a minute, but yeah. I've got another one I need to put together. Hopefully I can get that done soon. But yes, let's catch up. So first things first, if you are new to my channel, hi, I am Nikki. I am 39 years old, married, mum of 3 with a golden retriever and a dog. He is a dog, sorry, and a cat. He has just walked in the room. And I post mainly videos on like just day in the lives and stuff like that is my main videos. But yeah, so I have been a bit AWOL at the minute. I think the last time you saw us was just before mine and Stanley's birthday, so we are literally a day apart from each other, so that in itself it's just crazy. For my birthday we went to ZZ's in Hull and we went to go watch Paul Smith, so that was really good. Stanley's birthday was the Saturday, so we just had mainly family round, and then on the Sunday he had a big party with all of his friends and like all our family kids and things like that, and nieces and nephews. So that was good. Anything else we've been doing lately? We've just been trying to juggle me going back to work, my hours, Dan's work hours, and both the kids and everything in between. I'm not gonna lie, I was under some illusion that in working the early mornings and me working the lates was going to be like some magic fairy tale and that we was going to keep on top of everything, but wow, it is absolutely crazy, like, because you've got to fit everything in as much as you can in the 2 hours that you are together. Or like I will spend most of the day trying to keep on top of things and setting things up for Dan for the night. He then spends the night obviously with the kids, getting them to bed, and then the rest of that time tidying around to make sure I'm not coming home to a mess and things are ready for the morning. It's been absolutely crazy, to be honest. It's been very full on. We barely see each other anymore. We don't spend that much time together anymore. Sorry, Alana's just gone down for a nap, so you might hear her in the background because she's teetering between falling asleep and refusing this nap. But anyway, yeah, so we don't really see each other anymore, because then on the weekends Dan has his fishing and his football, so of course he does them on a Saturday. So at the minute we tend to just have a Sunday, but then you feel like you're playing catch up on that Sunday for everything else as well. So it's been a bit crazy. I have just gone back to work. I used to be assistant manager at Home Bargains in Grimsby. I have now gone back as a store colleague, just a normal staff member, purely because of the hours. Before I was working Monday to Sunday between the hours of 6 in the morning and 10 at night, which I'm looking at the cat now, there's just animals everywhere, which with 2 kids is a lot. I know people do it and fair enough to them, but I want to be at home more with the kids. Like, my priorities have changed. I feel like I'm getting a sore throat and that's why I sound very, very croaky. So I've stepped down now to work 6 till 10 on an evening. Although at the moment, because it's coming up to Christmas, it is very, very busy. So they have been needing people in to help out and stuff and like cover like the busy period. So I have been doing a lot more than my contracted hours, but that's fine. That'll be like help to pay towards Christmas. We've got a holiday coming up soon, going to Wales with, well, it'll be me, Dan, all 3 kids, Toby, my sister, my brother-in-law and my nephew. My mum and dad have the same place that we're going to the week after us, so they're coming up a day early, so we'll see them for one night, which will be nice. And then next month I am going to Paris with my sister-in-law for a couple of days, so of course there's that as well. We have booked everything, so everything that we're doing there is paid for. It'll just be like food and any transport and any gifts or anything, because we are doing Disneyland, so there will clearly be gifts for the kids coming home. And I think that's all we've got coming up, to be honest. I'm not sure there's anything else big planned, but in between all that and Christmas there's obviously birthdays, There's dance football, dance away matches and things like that. So we're very, very busy. Trying to think what else we've been up to. We've got got a new car that I had an issue with last night. Talk about craziness. The key slightly snapped on me at the Asda petrol pump last night, so I was stranded there. Luckily though, my dad came to the rescue. He came to our house, picked up the other key, and then came and gave it to me so I can get home after work, which was not ideal at 11:15 at night, I think it was, I was there. But never mind. I got home, I was safe. The car is fine, it's just one key. It's obviously it's first world problems, isn't it? There's no big issue. Anything else to update you on just generally? Yeah, we're just getting ready for the colder months. I have decorated my house. I know I normally do a decorate for autumn with me, but I have already done it, so I will insert that clip in this video somewhere at some point. And keep checking the garden as well, because we think we might have mice. We always get mice anyway because we live near a field and a river, so they always potter around. But I saw one on the decking the other day, and the cat is very suspicious around the decking quite a bit at the minute, so hopefully they're not hiding under there. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else I want to say. So like my health, I was a type 2 diabetic, but recently I have managed to get rid of that through like watching what I eat, and I managed to lose like a stone in weight. I was swimming, I was going to the gym, wasn't eating rubbish, and then all of a sudden I fell off that bandwagon. And yeah, I'm not diabetic again, but I need to get back on the eating better. I just want to feel better in myself. It's not even about like the number on the scales or what size clothes I wear. It's just more how I feel like getting up off the floor, chasing around after the kids, like obviously keeping up with Stanley now because he is very fast no matter what he does. It's all those kind of things now that play my mind. So probably about a year ago I had an appointment, if not probably a bit more now, for my thyroid. It could have been at the beginning of the year, because I also have Graves' disease, which is another autoimmune disease. I was told by September, if my levels hadn't changed, I was possibly having surgery, and it's now October, so hopefully that means I'm not going to have the surgery and it's sorting itself out. I am still on my blood thinners. That is a lifelong medication I will take now because of prior blood clots. I still haven't really fully gone into the whole traumatic birth that we had with Stanley, all of the health issues and everything that happened with me within that first year of his life and everything. So I don't know if I ever will tell it. I probably might one day when I feel like sitting down and discussing it and remembering it all. But yeah, health wise I'm good. Health wise both kids are fine. Dan's still fine, so that's good. Ellie's fine, so everybody is nice and healthy, which, well, it's what you want, isn't it? I feel like I'm just playing with this cup of tea. I'm not really drinking it. It is obviously in an autumn mug. This is last year's Home Bargains, the year before. It may have been the year before, actually. I may have had this a couple of years now. I have bought some new mugs this year though. Right, so Alana, she is growing very well. She is 15 months old now, is she? No, she's 14 and a half. She's nearly 15 months old. She started tottering around. Again, I have a little clip of that, so I will put that in probably in between this, in this bit here. She kind of is chatting away a little bit. She started singing. Her favourite nursery rhyme seems to be row, row, row your boat, and she just sits there like row, row. It's very cute. She's constantly getting around. Follows her brother everywhere, wants everything that he's playing with, and he doesn't want to play with her at the minute. Not all the time anyway. Sometimes he's really good with her and really sweet, and sometimes he's like, no. She's absolutely obsessed with the dog. She absolutely loves Toby. She's always on him. She's always touching him. She's got to be anywhere near where he is, so I think we might have another dog lover on our hands. To be fair, she's the same with the cat. If Ellie's got hold of the cat, she's got to be there. She's got to be all up in her face, and she's got to be like, this is the cat. She has also started nursery now. The government have now brought in a scheme where you get 15 free hours funding from 9 months. So she now goes on a Monday and a Tuesday. We pay for breakfast and tea for her on both them days, so she does like full days there. We picked opposite days to Stanley purely because then on a Monday Stanley has a little bit of one-on-one time with us both before he starts school. He doesn't start next September, I think it's the September after that he goes, so yeah, it will be, but it gives him a year then of one-on-one time, just does. And then they both go on a Tuesday, which then gives me a day to, well, normally I clean the entire house from top to bottom. I'll get all the washing sorted, I go on a bit of a crazy clean, and I'll do like jobs that you don't normally do. So like this Tuesday I cleaned the carpet in the living room, got all that done, not all of it, most of it done. I need to deep clean the bathroom, that's on my list, deep clean all my windows. So each Tuesday now, that is what I'm going to do. I have been picking up extra hours at work on them days as well. Just like I said, because you've got the extra expenditure of Christmas and that come in. We had one of our cars break down on us, so we've had to buy a new car. So obviously that's an expenditure you don't always plan for. I mean, I feel like you probably should if you drive and you obviously rely on 2 cars. We don't need 2 cars, we probably could just manage, but I think what we've done is we've bought like a little car just to get us both to and from work, and then whoever has the kids has the big family car, which makes sense. That way then no one's got the kids and no car, or no one's at work with no car. It's just a little bit easier for us. So yeah, so that was an expenditure we wasn't actually expecting. The TV broke. So we currently have Ellie's downstairs. We've borrowed hers. We're, again, quite fortunate that we can do that. She's at work all week anyway, so she doesn't really massively use it. And obviously when she is here all weekend, she can use it as much as she likes, if Stanley lets her. But yeah. So that's another thing. I was talking about, I don't know how I ended up, I do this all the time. I start one conversation and end up on a completely different conversation. But yeah, Alana is good. She's hitting all of her checkpoints at the moment, so I'm happy with that. Still not got a lot of hair. Didn't know whether she'd end up like Stanley, because by this age he had quite a bit of thick curly hair. Hers seems to have calmed down a little bit. Hers seems to be a lot finer than his. But yeah, we shall see how that grows. And now on to Stanley. Anybody has watched any other videos of ours, they will know that Stanley was referred to speech and language therapy, because he said a few words but not a lot, and obviously he was a very, very late talker. He had a couple of sessions with the midwife version of that. She was absolutely fantastic. He really enjoyed her, and like they give us great tips on to help him and things like that. And then she referred him over to the actual official one. He actually only ended up needing a couple of sessions with her, because all of a sudden out of nowhere, like a light bulb, it just clicked and he just started talking. And now he talks all the time, constantly. There are the odd few words we still have to really, really listen to figure out what he's saying. And some words we still can't quite fully figure out, but the fact that he's gone from saying a couple of words to being able to have conversations with us and sentences with us is absolutely fantastic. We've also noticed that like his tantrums and stuff haven't been as bad, because now he can communicate with us, which is really, really good. So we find that he's been a lot easier to have, and he's been a lot more understanding, and you can explain things to him, and it doesn't always go in. Obviously he's only 3, but a lot of the times it kind of does, which kind of helps. But yeah, he's been doing very well. Potty training, why is potty training so stressful? It's just such one of them things, isn't it? Those people who manage to get their kids to potty train in half a second, it baffles me, because it's just, he absolutely refuses. Obviously we're not worried, but so every time like we do his nappy and stuff, oh Stanley, try potty, like the potty's always there. When we do Alana's nappies, we sit here on the potty, like, oh look, Alana sat on potty, clever girl. Like, she loves sitting on it, to be honest. She hasn't done anything on it yet, but she likes to sit on it. And he just shows no interest. But again, probably like his speech, all of a sudden one day it'll probably just click into place and he'll probably just start going. So all we're doing at the minute is just asking him, like, do you want the potty? If he says no, we're not forcing it. So the last thing you want to do is force them. And, well, make it more of a traumatic experience than it needs to be, because it doesn't need to be traumatic, does it really? He will get there when he gets there. Like, we're not worried, not in a rush. It'd just be nice to maybe cut the nappy bits part out sometimes. Nappies. You feel like when you've got the two, and the two are very, very young, very close together, you feel like you're just drowning in nappies, don't you? But yeah, I think other than that, I think Stanley is, well, he's good. He's just a cheeky little boy. A very cheeky, happy little boy. And yeah, he gets his 30-hour funding in January, so he will start to go to nursery Monday to Thursday, 9 till 3. So he'll be out the house quite a lot, which I don't know if I'm ready for that. I feel like it's going to be very, very quiet, and Alana's going to be very like, where's my brother? The good thing is, because they'll both go 2 of them days together then, they will still see each other like in the building, and they'll still get to play, like, well, maybe not in the outside area, because while she's in the baby room, they'll get to play in the outside area together. I've sat in the wrong place here because the lighting is absolutely awful, but never mind. But when she goes up, when she's a bit older, then they'll play in the gardens and stuff together, so that'd be nice for them both. But he should be with mainly the group of kids that he will go to school with. So we know that our neighbours have got one the same age, and I know there's a couple there that, and from his party and stuff, that should now near enough be his year group if they all go to the school that's attached to it, which I think most of them will be going, because I think that's like their area. So at least now he's going to be comfortable with the kids there. He's going to be used to them because he's met them obviously at an earlier age, which is what I wanted for him, because he can be quite stuck to me and Dan. No, that's not a bad thing, but it's nice to think that he's now going to make these bonds with all the other kids and stuff, and hopefully settle in at school and have a good time at school. But yeah, I need to move because my bum's hurting a little bit. But yeah, that's everything on Stanley. He's doing well. Ellie is doing well. She's just working all week. We don't really see her that much in the week, but she works all week and comes home all weekend and just gets jumped on by the kids. They absolutely love her. They absolutely adore her. As soon as she's home, that's it. Like, nobody else matters, especially for Stanley. She even slightly moves. He's on her. He's looking at her like, where are you going? What are you doing? So yeah, that's the kids, and all the kids are happy and healthy. And like I said, Dan's healthy. There's nothing wrong with him at the moment. He's just going to work and helping look after us and provide for us and stuff like that. He's doing good. Loving the dog as always. He missed the dog while we was away on holiday. It's so funny. He makes me laugh. It's a very weird relationship, them two. But yeah, that is all our helping stuff. The house, it's pretty much how we want it at the minute. We have got some bits to finish off. Like, we had some family photos done, professional ones done. It's actually this wall here behind me. We had some done in a box. I've made a start on putting the pictures in a frame, but Asda's was out of stock then of these frames, and they don't seem to have gone back in. So I've got pictures to go here and then 3 to go here, and yet the picture frames aren't coming back in stock. So I don't know whether maybe I'm gonna have to change the colour and maybe look for them elsewhere. Yeah, so that might have to be what I do there. We had some pictures done of Alana when she was newborn, so like a newborn photo shoot. We still need to get all of them up. We are awful at finishing jobs. There are shelves to go up in the bedroom. We decorated the bedroom when I was pregnant with Alana. This is how awful we are at finishing jobs. Like, we'll start something and don't finish it. So that still needs finishing. We're not going to do anything with like the landing and the hallway at the minute, because the kids are little and the dog and stuff. Like, things just get knocked. So we thought we'll leave that until everyone's a bit bigger, and we can maybe spend a bit more time in there. The living room staying how it is again, how it is for now. Like, I'm gonna keep cleaning the carpet. Eventually, like we said, when the kids are a bit bigger and the dog's not swimming in the river and stuff like that, we can maybe update like the carpet and things, maybe update a few things. But at the minute it is just a playroom. Like the living room is just, please excuse washing, a massive playroom. So I've given up the hopes of like a nice relaxing zen playroom. We've got the curtain rail half hanging off because that needs screwing back on because Stanley nearly pulled it off. Like it is just your typical, this is what a normal house looks like, a non-Instagrammable house. This is what a house looks like. You see all these houses on Instagram and you just think, that can't be real. Like, how do they keep it that clean? They don't. They just film in the right spots, I'm telling you. So yeah, so at the minute I'm trying to declutter a bit. I think because I kept some toys from Stanley for Lana, but then since then they've both had Christmases and birthdays and we just seem to be inundated with toys. Stanley must have about 20 diggers or trucks or fire engines, like all them kinds of things. We seem to have multiplied on the same thing, so I've been slowly but surely like going through things and dwindling them down. Anything that was like broken or like with bits missing, I've binned. I don't know why I'm staring over there, not you guys, sorry. I've taken a bag of stuff to the nursery where they both go, so they've got bits there that I thought they can then use. The garden toys, they're still out, but that's because we blocked the grass off from the dog, so it's just to stop him using that as a big toilet. But we might be thinking about redoing the garden next year. We're not 100% sure yet. We'll have to see, won't we? See what we've got, see what the kids outgrow. Because we've got two little Tykes cars. I don't know whether maybe they might still be played with next summer. More of a Lana would be big enough for them, but I don't know whether Stanley might outgrow them. We'll see. Again, it's one of them things where probably at the end of next summer we'll clear out most of the summer toy, most of the garden toys, and see what is what with that. Yeah, that's basically our life at the minute. It's just complete and utter chaos. Hence the reason why I haven't had a YouTube video out in it's probably about a month, if not just over a month now. I am going to try and get back onto making some YouTube videos. I really enjoy making them, and more so just so we can look back on them in years to come and stuff like that. So I am going to try and make that effort. It's just, everything at the minute is just very overwhelming, isn't it? It's just constant. Because Alana is my early riser, she's always awake so early. So from like 5:30 in the morning, it's up and it's go, and then there's both like toys everywhere. Stanley at the minute likes to take the sofa apart. Then it's like trying to make sure I do a load of washing a day, keeping like everybody fed, trying to keep on top of the pots, keeping the dog walks. It's just all while working and trying to not have mum guilt and spend as much time with them as you can and play with them and help them in their development. Honestly, it's just wow, it's just massive. I need to deadhead all my flowers in the front garden, get my snowdrops planted and give your front garden a tidy. Do I have time for that? No, because as soon as Lana naps, I go on a cleaning binge. I need to steam my floors. I haven't steamed my floors for about 2 weeks, which is absolutely minging. So they desperately need doing. We are thinking of getting rid of the fish tank. We've just let it go. Like, we've not looked after it. We've not got any more fish because we had an issue with something in the water that was making that was killing all the fish off. So we sorted all that out, cleaned it all up, and we was going right, we'll start putting more fish in it, and we just never have. So at the minute there is 1 clownfish on its own and 1 fire shrimp. That's all we've got left in a massive tank. So we're thinking about getting rid of it and opening up the dining room because, well, we're a very hectic, busy family. I think we need the space more than we do a fish tank. And maybe in a couple of years when the kids are a bit older, we can get them a little tank with some goldfish and stuff in. Like, they can have a couple of goldfish and things like that rather than just one great big massive tank, which is a shame really, but if it's too much for us, it's too much for us. It's an extra thing that we don't have to worry about. We will probably have to paint that wall though where it is because I'm pretty sure there's food splattered up it. Obviously, because why would there not be? But yeah, I think that's all I have to update you on. I am hopefully, like I said, going to try and get back into doing videos. I have, we went on a staycation to Fort Park, the one that's in my local area, and I have footage from that. There's not a lot because you can do the same thing every day, but I still have that to put together. So hopefully maybe I might do the voiceover section to one bit tonight when everyone's in bed when I get home from work, just so then it's quiet. And then while Alana naps tomorrow, maybe see if Stanley will play nice and I can sit and put both of these together. But yeah, I just want to say thanks for watching and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye.